Next, attachment. How is the hair strand attached to the head? There are various ways that come in combination with how much hair the existing patient has and through the stages of loss and regrowth. First important factor is that the hair strand is composed of the blending strand. The blending strand is soft, mushy, conforms to the shape of your head. The blending strand will be made to the exact contour and shape and curve of each individual's head. That alone will help hold the hair strand on. That's step number one. While the patient still has their existing hair, we utilize a very unique, the safest attachment in the industry called aerostranding. I'm going to explain. Aerostranding utilizes special filament, very hard to see. It's a thread or a filament as fine as one single human hair. We do something very unique with this. We take about 7 or 8 of the patient's existing hairs and twine this thread around in a certain twisting manner, only using this special blending strand. And this then locks or secures the hair strand to the existing hair. Now, it's secured all around the head onto the existing hair. So as the patient goes through further chemotherapy and loses their hair, it'll still hold on because it's secured all over and in between, so it has backup support. Now, next stage of hair loss, as the patient's hair begins to fall out more, if it does, because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, we then revert the blending strand openings to a closer opening called a flex strand. The flex strand is the opening, as I mentioned before, that's a 0.5 millimeter. I'll show you again. That's this. And the 0.5 millimeter will be then added to the open blending strand, the finished product called the hair strand. And here's the finished product. So let's take a look at this. This is the same hair strand, except it has the 0.5 millimeter where I'm pointing, or called the flex strand, on the edge. As the patient loses, or if the patient loses all of their hair, or has bald areas, we then add the flex in the perimeter areas, still leaving the open blending strand in the middle, but the flex here will be added around the perimeter of the front and the back. That'll help give a very natural hairline look, as if individual hairs are growing right out of the head, and will help secure it onto a complete bald area. Now, for added security, we sometimes use something special called a locking tape. A locking tape is a paper-thin, transparent locking tape that you put on only a bald area, and it will secure to the flex strand in key areas. It's only used when and if the patient becomes bald. As the hair grows back, we no longer use that locking tape and just revert to just the flex without locking tape, and then we remove the flex and revert then to all of the opening blending strand as the hair is growing back. Now, when the hair grows back, it has a place to breathe, it has a place to go. So now, what I want you to do is read over the copy on attachment of the hair strand. It's actually a close-up of my hairline. So I actually have no hair in front. And as you can see, the hair will look like it's growing right on my scalp. But after reading this copy, I want you to take a look at the video that shows a close-up of my hairline. It's quite remarkable.